Hey guys, Salty Walty is back, and yeah, I have my level 5 Gundam ground type, which is obnoxiously tanky. Like, I got most of its defenses above 40, so I'm a brick wall, and it's gonna be really, really hard to take me down. So, yeah, sorry for no video yesterday. It turns out that my company is run by a bunch of morons who don't know their ass from their elbow. I'm gonna try to make it short, sweet, but essentially what happened is that yesterday we went in at 7, and we didn't get off at 8, till 8 o'clock. So I didn't get home until about, uh, around 9, because it's a 40-minute drive from my house or from the plant to my house and vice versa. So about every day I spend about an hour and 20 minutes driving. And what happened is that last week when they had most of the my side of the plant shut down, they had some people come in and build windows for buses because Bluebird needed windows. But without anyone running parts, we didn't have any parts being built. So that means with no parts being built, when I went in yesterday, I was behind, and with no parts being built, that means the saws weren't being run to that cuts my parts so I can run them. So there was nothing in the plant that I could that would leave in my area for me to do. No parts cut means I can't run my section. So they had some of the stuff done already from last week or 2 weeks before they let us go, and we switched to vinyl and night shift, right? Well, with nothing being done, we couldn't do our job, and we were waiting and waiting and waiting. I ran what little parts that I had, and we took our time doing it so we wouldn't run out. And it ended up switching over to drilling some holes in some parts for whatever that section of the job is. I don't remember what they're called. And yeah, so about lunch, my boss comes up and says, "Hey, we need you to build windows." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So we started building windows. And about 1 o'clock is when they stated we have only about 100 windows left. 6 o'clock rolls around and they state, well, we only have about 100 windows left. And I got really fucking confused. So, last night, we didn't leave until 8 o'clock. And then they pulled us aside and said, hey, we all need you to come in at 5 o'clock. And because we ain't, the new schedule is going to be from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, because we need to make buses, because they don't seem to understand. We barely had enough people to run 35 buses a day, and we would get off at 5:30. We didn't have enough people to do 35 buses. Why the fuck they decided to say, hey, we need to do 58 buses a day is beyond me. We cannot handle that amount of production. We cannot. We physically do not have the manpower. Just on my side, for parts and builders, yes, we need about 120 people. We have 78. And yesterday, we lost 38 people. 6 of them left at 6 o'clock stating, we're not gonna do this. And then 7:30, or 8 o'clock when we left, another 13 stated, another 10, or how many the fuck it was, I lost count. But like, another 8, or whatever the amount was, stated, we're not coming in tomorrow. And then this morning, Vinyl lost 10 more people because they're like, we're not working 5 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. Because when our numbers go up, their numbers go up. And they're already short-staffed as is over in that area. So, wait, is that an enemy? What am I doing? Oh yeah, someone, it's ace mode and someone tried to bomb our base. Yeah. But, and with my health problems, I cannot physically only sleep 3 to 4 hours a night. And, and then they can expect me to work 13 hours. That will kill me. And I explained that to them. We had a meeting this morning, and they said, like, hey, we have to take away your guys' raises because you guys ain't meeting production. And everybody got really pissed off. I got pissed off. I'm just standing there standing there, and they're like, well, because you guys ain't meeting production, we're not going to give you or let you guys continue getting your raises and all that. I'm like, how? And I chimed in. I'm like, how can we meet production if every change you guys do to quote unquote better our situation is actively hurting us? How do you expect us to do the job? It's an impossibility. We can't do it. They're like, oh, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I mean? When you guys are actively, okay, so our saw runners cannot do multiple days in a day, right? Yeah, because we get confused in what metal we would have to run. Okay, there's your fuck up right there. When I was originally here, I would just be pumping out metal. Back to back to back to back. I would be pumping out metal. That was my job. I would notch my headers and seals. I would be 4 to 5 weeks ahead of Bluebird. We would have parts. We never needed to not make metal because I always had it. It was just always there. But nowadays we can't go a day ahead because you're not allowing saw makers to run our metal. Once they do Monday and I do Monday, I can't start Tuesday because he can't make the Tuesday's list until everybody's done with Monday. That's screwing us right there. And then the fact that you guys keep ordering shitty metal from crappy providers. It's okay. Spend a little extra money to get the good material. You'll be surprised how better it runs and how much less crappy metal we get. But they're like, well, we can't afford it. And I'm like, clearly you can't afford to pay get enough workers in here. That's where you guys are screwing up. And we had so many people just walk out saying they quit. And I'm really on the fence of quitting because I can't do it. I can't work that shift, that type of shift. It's gonna kill me. And they're okay with it. But let's look at the patrons. We have Brennan Markey, Azrael, Casey, Cybaster, Dragon Smart 90, Gundam Nuggers, Jeff Dunn, Clav, Maverick, Momika, Ninja Guy 12, Peter Strike, Tyler, Spud, Oni7, Shoot a Soul, Trailus, Alimo, Steel Talon, Bad Logic, BT Robo, your boy Burrito, Bird Person, Mysteries Mercenary, Will Stab, Talameus, Phantomosi, Viscarian, Zigan, Ghost, Michael, Bryson, Wolflord, Banebeard, Dangerous Lee, and Crusader Raven. I would love to thank you guys for supporting me. It really does mean a lot. And we shall talk to you guys later.